In Google Calendar, you can change the view, notifications, and event settings by accessing your settings within Calendar. Right now, I have the view set on a month view. If I wanted, I could change that to a single day view. I could look at a week at a time. I could look at a year if I would like. I could look at a schedule, which shows a list of all of my events. And then if I want, I can create custom schedule. I can create custom views, which I'll show in a minute. So I created a 2-week custom view. To go into your settings for Google Calendar, you click the gear icon in the upper right corner. And then you click on Settings. Once you're here at the very top, you can change your language and region. So you can update that if you move around or if you're traveling. You can change your time zone as well. And if you want, you can show a world clock. For your event settings, you can change the default. You may have the default event be 15 minutes, 20, 30, whatever works for you. I keep mine set on 30 minutes. You can change other default settings as you choose. Your notifications is something you may want to adjust. If you're constantly getting pop-ups on your computer for your calendar events and you don't want those, you can turn those off. If you do want to have those pop-ups, click on Desktop Notifications. You can choose to play the notification sound or not. Under the view, this is where we can customize. If you want to show weekends, you can, but if you don't want to see them, you can deselect. You can show your declined events or not. You can look at the week numbers. You can reduce the brightness of past events. That's a default. If you don't want that to happen, you can uncheck that box. You can also choose to view your calendars side by side in day view. If you want your week to start on Monday rather than on Sunday, you can change that setting here. And then here's where you can set those custom views. You could choose a 3-week view if you wanted to, or that 2-week view that we had. Maybe a 4-day view would work for you. Whatever you would like, you can change those custom views. Then if you want to choose an alternate calendar, you can do that. Your working hours simply show what times you're working and when you're available for meetings. If somebody tries to schedule a meeting outside of your working hours, if you have this enabled, it will tell them that this is outside of those hours. You can then enable some keyboard shortcuts if you would like. If I close out of these settings, over here is where we can add new calendars. So if I go under Other Calendars, I can click plus to add other calendars. Here I can import, I can take a URL that someone else gave me to their calendar, I can create a new one, etc. Then for each of your individual calendars, they have their own settings. So as I highlight over my different calendars, there are 3 dots on the right-hand side. If I click those 3 dots, I can see the settings and sharings for each individual calendar rather than just the calendars as a whole.